What's up, y'all? We are back with another nail video, and we are finishing up the nail series of the homecoming nails. I am getting ready to uh, select out of my jar the next set. And as y'all can see from the thumbnail, I picked Central High School. So these are the high schools that are in my city. There are seven local high schools, inner city, and then there's like suburban high schools and other little towns and stuff uh, that have high schools as well. So I picked glitter. So I will be doing a sugar nail, and that will be the accent nail. And I picked Central, go Eagles. And this is actually the high school that I wanted to attend, but my mom was like, no. So I went to the one that was closest to our house, like 2 blocks away from our house. But nonetheless, Central, it was a good high school, and they were known for their football, their basketball, their academics. So I would say that Central was like, you know, highest ranked for all of those because there are some known Huskers, Nebraska Huskers, go Huskers, that went to Central. So, and not only that, Central is located downtown in our city. So, yeah, just so it's a pretty cool school. Don't have that negative to say. So this is me putting on the tips, and I use these really long tips. And now that I'm looking at this, I probably should have just went with some shorter tips because I wasted half of that tip. Those were some really long nails. I got those off of Amazon. I believe the brand is ARM. Spelled funny, but just, you can find stuff on Amazon. So I got them off of Amazon. And I am just clipping with a kind of curved toenail clipper. That way I don't have to spend so much time filing these into a round shape. Um, you want to do as much clipping as you can for shapes just to save time. And then, like, if a person is like me, I have a sensitivity to the scratching sensation. So I don't like my nails to be filed for too long, as much as I can. And then I just, perfect it with that file. So, yeah, we are getting into the central set. I am getting comfortable here. Let me take off my sweater because I'm getting warm. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like on this video. Y'all, I'm running out of topics to talk about. But one thing I did think about talking about was what's in for the fall season. So, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, pink. And I start I started seeing this last year, this trend on nails where it's like pink nails, but they're spooky. Like they got bats or ghosts or pink spider webs, but it's like paying dual, it's like dual purpose to celebrate Halloween and to, celebrate Susan G. Coleman's, breast cancer awareness. So that is one thing that is in, I'm seeing again this year. Pumpkins. I'm seeing a lot more pumpkins this year on nails. And I'm sorry, I didn't explain as much. I'm not talking about what's in as far as shoes or clothing. I'm talking about nails. So I'm seeing a lot of pumpkins, 3D pumpkins, sweater nail for the third year. um, I actually saw some sweater nails and it was like pumpkin shaped. So that was kind of cool. What else? I'm gonna say for me, because my next set is going to be this. Gold glitter. Let's bring back the gold glitter acrylic, gold glitter polish, gold glitter polygel, just gold glitter. That's going to be my next set. Um, I may be able to record that for y'all. So if that's something y'all want to see, let me know in the comments. If not, I may or may not post it if nobody comment. So I've been posting a lot more videos, trying to get through this algorithm, and some video it's like hit and miss. Some videos will have more than 10 views in the first hour, some will have less than in the first hour. Either way, I know the views are coming. It's just taking a long time. So I'm trying my best not to get discouraged and to keep posting for y'all. So here I'm just laying that purple acrylic, and I'm using Model One's Rainbow Mini Collection. I got that off of Amazon as well. I do have their bigger rainbow collection with the bigger, the 2 ounce jars. And some of the colors are different. Like this purple, it doesn't come in that. When you go on their website, the rainbow collection does not come with this purple. So I'm okay with that. Got more colors. But I am using this purple because this is like the perfect purple for Central. Their colors are purple, black, and white, or purple, black, and silver. So yeah, this is going to be this is going to be one color because this is going to be the sugar nail. All right. So I'm trying to think what else is in for the month of October. Of course, your black nails. One thing that I did see a trend that I didn't see any other year as much, the bone nails. Where you have just black nails and then they have the bones. I did create some of those and they're actually pretty easy to do. And they turned out really good. I made some press ones like that. So that is another trend that I am seeing. As far as your spooky nails, of course, a lot of ghosts, bats, spider webs, and I've perfected my spider web making. So I will be, closer to Halloween. I will be making some sets for y'all and recording them and creating content where I am doing, um, spooky sets because I have some ideas for some 3D stuff. Now, was it last year? I believe it was last year. I made a 3D pumpkin and the base was glow in the dark, so it's like a jack-o'-lantern. And if you want to see it, you can go on my Instagram and I'll post my Instagram. But you can go on my Instagram and, you know, see it and you have to scroll till last year. But I did a boomerang and it was pretty dope. The lights are off, you can see that it's a pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern, and it's glowing like through the eyes and the mouth. So it's pretty dope. I did that. So if you want to take that idea and try to make it your own, you're more than welcome to. But kind of the same, just repeat stuff, the squiggly lines, the ombre, the flowers. We see that every season. So that's kind of a given. So I was asked about, why do some nail techs, only do by appointment? Your appointment only nail techs are going to be people that do specialty nails for the most part, or they are independent, meaning they're not in a salon. There are some salons just so they can man their traffic, especially since COVID happened. There are some salons that do by appointment only. It's just kind of like a preference thing, And if I was a customer, I wouldn't mind it so much. Um, you just kind of have to communicate like, okay, I'm available this day at this time. I think the thing of it is when people complain about people that, nail techs that make you make appointments, um, they have poor time management. You know, it's to me, because I know both sides of the spectrum, to me, a nail shop or a nail tech that is like appointment only, it screams to me like, okay, I'm about to get some good nails. Okay. Her time or his time is booked for specifically me and only me. They won't be, playing receptionist or doing this or doing that. I'm going to have their undivided attention, you know. Um, Me personally, I think it's best if you're going to be, say something like this set that I'm doing, you charge 150, $200 for, you know, it's best to have an appointment system because, you're not just doing what we call chop shop nails. You're doing luxury nails. So you're going to give luxury service, right? That just screams luxury to me, you know. Um, I understand and I get it. Sometimes you're just out shopping. Maybe you're doing your holiday shopping because that is coming up and you want to get your nails and toes done while you have the time and you're just out. I get it. Okay. You have those salons for that. Hey, I'm all for making appointments. I'm a part of that appointment club. Once I get my spot and I get going again, it's going to be by appointment only. I'm sorry. Um, it's just because I'm going to be doing it by myself. I'm not going to have staff. I'm not going to hire anybody, at least not starting out. When I get my suite or whatever I get, my lease, my building or whatever. Um, so yeah, it has to be by appointment because I won't be able to do the nails, play receptionist, man the door, blah 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 blah. And just to keep, I think a lot of people do it because maybe they're working out of a personal space or, just to keep control of the traffic. It's a way to man the traffic. But also too, it's mainly the people that, I'm going to book 2 hours because I'm going to use up that 2 hours to make your nails look good. You know, there's something that I learned when I worked in just a walk-in, plaza nail salon. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it like that. Just a typical nail salon in a plaza next to a Dunkin' Donuts or whatever. Um, those type of salons, like people still utilize them. But it put some things in perspective for me. Like the salon that I worked at, they were really busy, and she really needed to have every desk full and some people on standby to do pedicures because it was nonstop. And although that's good, if you don't have if you don't have the staffing, then you need to ultimately turn people away or make some people make appointments. That wasn't the case. We were overworked and things weren't getting cleaned properly. It's a lot, and I know for the customer, they just most of them don't think about cleanliness or this or that and the third. They just want their nails done. So I wouldn't want to run a salon like that. I would want it to be appointments. And then, like, if we have openings, basically just don't be afraid to turn people away because you're too busy, you know, because you can still take walk ins, but if you don't have people to do the nails, either they're going to have to wait, which most people don't like to do, or you're going to have to turn them away and tell them, I'm sorry, can you come back at 5 o'clock? I'll put you in. That's what some salons normally do, but this particular salon did not do that I worked at. They wanted you to slave and work fast and then had the nerve to critique your work because you're Russian. It was just a mess. It was a hot mess. It was a hot ass mess. It was not being managed right. It was just money hungry mess. So I know I learned something there that if I was to ever, which I highly doubt, I don't want to have a salon like that. Um, I want to be a luxury nail tech. I want to be somebody's personal nail tech. Like I'm a personal nail tech is what I am. I'm not a nail tech that just work in a salon. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I'll even settle for independent nail tech. And that's not even settling. Like there's differences in those terms, and I'm trying to shed light on that. Like there's a difference between a nail tech that works in a salon, pays booth rent because they're still their own brand. There's a difference between a nail tech that works in a salon that's commission based. They're pretty much just a salon nail tech. You know what I'm saying? Which not to shit on them or nothing. They're doing their thing. But you're kind of limited because people typically don't make appointments at those type of establishments. They normally a lot of their traffic is going to be walk-ins. It's going to be people that was just in the area giving a new salon a try, or they were just out shopping or whatever. And so you're kind of at the mercy of the flow and traffic of you know the traffic around you that day. Um, and you have your returning people, but most of your walk-ins are going to be people that you know are just in the area. So that could be another reason as to why people weren't getting turned away because the owner probably knew that a lot of these people, this was their only chance. This was their only time to come into this establishment because they can go somewhere else. They can go right up the street like across the street and go to another salon. So it was very competitive. I don't think I'll ever do a commission based salon working in one or owning one. I don't want to do that. Because nails have evolved. Not only just nails itself, the actual nails that we create, but the business has evolved. You got people that rent suites. You got people that have nail rooms. You got people that, you know, have their own actual spot and it's just them or maybe one other nail tech. You got now you have mega salons where it's like all of your cosmetology needs under one roof, you know. So it's evolved. It's not just your typical, oh, I have to go work in the typical nail salon. No, you have traveling nail techs, you have mobile nail techs, you have celebrity nail techs that only do celebrities' nails and make house calls. You have different types of nail techs now. So you don't have to kind of piggyback off the last video. If you didn't watch that, go watch it. But somebody, I think it was the last one, last two, one of the last ones, when somebody had asked the question, I did the Q&A, and somebody asked the question, do you have to be working in a salon right after school? You really don't, because as long as you have some kind of uh, business mind, and if if that's not the path that you want to take, you want to eventually branch out on your own, there's so many different avenues you can take with nails. You can be a distributor making products. You can be a content creator, such as what I'm doing. There's so many different things you can do. You don't have to just sit at a desk in somebody else's salon and break half of your earnings with them. You don't. That's passe. That's passe. It's played out. Okay. For some people, if that's your dream, cool. But for most nail technicians, that is not the dream. That is why I had to figure that out on my own, because I was like, why don't I see too many people working in nail salons around here? It's the same Vietnamese people that I see in most of the salons. And this is why, because a lot of the nail technicians, they get out of school and they open up shop for themselves, you know, and they're not my competition. I look at it like this: they're not my competition because I know the business mind that I have, and I know the type of, you know, just groundbreaking things. I can't think of the word right now, but innovative. I know the type of innovative thoughts that I have, and I don't share those with anybody, not even YouTube. So y'all saw me putting the sugar, the glitter, the loose glitter on the nail. That is some glitter I got from that very first nail kit that I always talk about that I bought off of Amazon. Really nice glitter. So I just used some base coat or top coat, excuse me, cleared it. I did use base coat, then I top coat. Base coat, cured for 60 seconds, top coat, put the glitter on before you top coat, knock off the excess, what I just did, and boom, we're going on to the next nail. So foul, buff, all of that good stuff. The same old, same old. So I'm trying to give y'all something different, doing this voiceover. So yeah, there's different avenues you can take. You can even be a medical nail tech. Okay, there's so many different things you can do. You can be a school. You can open up your own school. You can get teaching hours and open up your own nail school. And I'm not sure if my state allows for schools to have salons attached, but I know that the schools that I went to, they allowed us to take the school's clients, so they can have clients, so we can get our practicals. So that's another thing you can do. You can be a teacher, and I've heard a lot of people say you would make a great teacher. Yeah, about that. If I did teaching, it wouldn't be in my state. I would relocate to a different state to teach. I think it would be more appreciated elsewhere. So and that's just my personal experience. No, more power to the people, that feels differently. We're all entitled to our opinions. I'm just saying for me and my experience, I would go elsewhere to teach. And that's sad when you think about it. But hey, whatever. There's a clique here and I ain't a part of it. And I don't want to be a part of it. So moving on. But yeah, there's so much you can do with nail technology, having that license. Or not even having it. You can make press ons. You don't have to have a license to make press ons. You don't have to have a license to do manicures and pedicures in the salon. So I've heard, even though I would not try that, because when you're altering the nail plate, clipping nails, trimming nails, filing, buffing, pushing back cuticles, you are supposed to be licensed. Even though somebody at my state told me, oh, you don't have to be licensed to do manicures and pedicures. I would be better safe than sorry because the sanitation part. But anyways, person that's not licensed and they're doing manicures, pedicures, they might not know that they're not supposed to remove ingrown toenails. So I think that's an error. I think I was told that out of error. Now, polishing nails, if you're just putting on some polish, or if you're just giving like a massage, no, you don't have to be licensed. But to give a full-fledged manicure, pedicure, and to put gel, which is an enhancement, you have to be licensed. I know better. So, anyways, I did the base coat. Now I'm top coating. My favorite nails on these are, I like the marble, the black one that I'm painting now, the marble and the purple marble, the pinky. I like those two. The glitter nail's cute. Now the middle nail, I will say these stones are so heavy. I did not use my rhinestone glue and I used just top coat. And when I put it in the lamp, the rhinestones shifted and moved. I know y'all saw that. So I was trying to be frugal and not, waste my UV gel glue. But I should have used it because those stones were so heavy they kind of slid down and got out of place. So we put some black stones on the finger just to give a little accent. This nail was kind of different. It didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. I don't know, maybe because how I was laying the acrylic. But whatever, it works. It's not ugly. So I had picked round for this shape, and I think they're a little bit long for the round shape, but you know, there's people that wear the ducktail nails or the duck or whatever it's called, the duck nails. So each person's style is different. Don't let nobody tell you your style isn't correct or your style is ugly. Nails is a form of expression, it's a form of art. So keep doing you, and keep being great. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And make sure you hit the bell notification so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Thank y'all so much. Interact with me in the comments. I will be down there waiting for y'all. Bye. Stay tuned for the next video.